What's up, Brave Creator? Welcome to day 2 of the Video Jumpstart Challenge. In today's video, you're going to shoot. Alright, by this time, you should already have your 1 to 2 minute script or bullet points, so now it's time to get in front of the camera and shoot. Most of the challenges in terms of shooting your videos come from two things: the lack of confidence or the lack of production knowledge. Let's address them both today. First, when it comes to camera confidence, you'd always want to shift the perspective from how you're gonna do to how you're going to serve your audience. When you remove the focus away from you and put the spotlight on your audience, you'll find that your confidence turns into concern. At this point, you just want to help your audience using what you're good at. Bernie Thompson of Pluggables said it so simply: every video is just a conversation between me and some people who might be interested in what I've done, and probably how it might help them. If you find that you're second-guessing yourself, take yourself through 3 things. First, is what I'm sharing something that I have knowledge and experience in? Second, is what I'm sharing something that I know without absolute doubt I'm good at and I have validated results in? And this is not just something that pertains to client results. It can also be personal results, like if you've experienced the very same challenge 1 or multiple times and you survived through it with flying colors. Third, is what I'm sharing something that can help my audience? If you answered yes, then start serving. Turn on your camera. If you're a bit challenged still, record for you first. Meaning, record yourself without the intention of posting. Allow yourself to make mistakes until you get comfortable. And then, record for your audience. Now, let's move to the production part. When it comes to recording yourself, you'd want to make sure that you're addressing 2 things: the clarity of your visuals and the clarity of your audio. To address your visual, you need to focus on 2 things: lighting and framing. When it comes to lighting, a general rule of thumb is to never shoot with your strongest light behind you. You'd want your light to be in front or at best 45 degrees from you. You don't need a ton of fancy lights to make this work. Your natural light can already do wonders as long as you're placed correctly. When it comes to framing, let's start with 3 things. Your camera should be on eye level. Shoot on landscape mode and frame yourself in 2 ways. Place yourself in the center of the frame or use the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds is an imaginary grid that can guide you through 4 focus points where you as the subject should be. If you're a talking head, focus on the upper focus points so you can keep your eyes on a comfortable level. As an added technique, if you want to keep your audience's attention, do some visual breaks, meaning you're not just focusing on one visual throughout the entire video. The most basic way to do this is to switch up your angles. Center, left, right, a bit closer, a bit farther. It might help to mark your script and see where you can change up your angles to make it easy for your editing later on. Now, let's go to your audio. I would always highly recommend that you invest in a good microphone, either a lapel or a good quality condenser microphone. I would actually make this your first investment rather than a good camera or lights. Why? Bad audio lowers your retention rates. Most viewers are retained better by bad quality video but clear audio over a well-produced video with crappy audio. If you don't have a kick-ass microphone for now, use the microphones that come with your phone. Earphone mics or even your built-in mics can work. Just make sure that you're in a quiet space with the least amount of background noise or echo. The most important thing when it comes to audio is that your message comes across clear and non-distracting. Now, let's start shooting. When you're shooting and referencing your script, you can do one of 3 things. Either use a teleprompter app like BigVoo if you're a really good reader, meaning you're able to connect and look at your lens or your audience's eye while explaining things through a teleprompter. If you're coming across as someone who's just reading, then you're not connecting. My recommendation is, if you're starting with a word-for-word script, is to glance and speak. Glance at your script, get a sentence or two, then record. Pause, glance, and speak. If you have someone with you, you can pause, get them to say your line, and then repeat that line on video. This way, you're connecting and you're sticking to your main ideas, not going all over the place. If you're more into bullet points, this technique can also work. Just make sure to not veer away from your topic. If you stick with this, take about 20 minutes to shoot each of your 5 videos. With enough buffers, this process should take you no more than 2 hours. Share your questions in the Facebook group if you hit some roadblocks. Click on the link in the description to join the community. If you like this video, come give it some love by hitting thumbs up and share in the comments any takeaways that you have. If you want to get notified on any video marketing and creative business strategies, then hit subscribe and click on the bell button. That's it for today. Go and record. See you in the next video, and in the meantime, be brave, create.